Tom, the old stone barracks here on the former Plattsburgh Air Force Base were a busy place since they were built way back in 1838. But for the last few decades, they have remained unused and boarded up. But now they have a brand new and bright future thanks to a local family who loves brewing beer. The old stone barracks was the last of a U.S. Army plan for a quadrangle of buildings that were to be built on the old Plattsburgh post beginning back in 1836. Only one other barracks, an officers' barracks, was ever built, but it was largely destroyed by fire and then demolished in 1964. Now, the 200-foot-long enlisted men's barracks, known today as the Old Stone Barracks, is the sole survivor of that ambitious Army plan. Built completely of locally quarried limestone, the barracks, mostly vacant since the early 1960s, has been placed on the National Registry of Historic Places. In 2010, the building was offered to a Canadian developer who had plans for an apartment complex to be built on the site. That's when a local group, calling themselves Friends of the Old Stone Barracks, got involved in finding a more appropriate vision for the barracks. Enter Mary Teresa Pearl and her husband, Terry Schmaltz. Both retired United States Army officers, Mary Teresa is from the area and shares a passion for military history and for home brewing with her husband. It has been a dream of theirs to run their own microbrewery in their retirement. When they did retire and the barracks became available, they bought the place and began turning their dream into a reality. They call it Valcour Brewery at the Old Stone Barracks.
Oh, Derek.
Hey, there you are.
Hey, welcome to the barracks.
Good to see you.
Come on in. It's a little warmer in there.
Thank you, Terry. Lead on. I'm impressed.
Yeah, we've been doing a little work. It's been cold, but between family and close friends, we've been doing some stripping. We're trying to salvage some of the original lumber.
Right,
and
recycle it.
And repurpose it somehow.
You're not remaking anything here into a whole new vision. You're displaying the barracks and putting a business into it.
That's
right?
That's totally our intent.
Okay.
I mean, what a great building to be able to see how it was constructed and see the stone and the wood. It was amazing construction.
And thank God your family loves to brew beer.
We do.
Because that's where this all started, right?
That's true.
It was
That's
home
true.
brew.
Home brew.
And now you've got your big Valcour Brewing that's going to be up and running when?
Well, we hope to do a soft opening in June, just a couple of beers from our pilot system. But we'd like to have first phase, the entire first floor, done by September. And there will be a wall here with two-way doors.
Terry and Mary Teresa's plans for their Valcour Brewery are impressive, yet fit comfortably within the walls of the original structure. Along with a brewery housed in the basement and visible through a window on the first floor, and a nice long live edge wooden bar, the place will offer indoor and outdoor seating and a light fare pub menu for both lunch and dinner. In addition, there will also be a consignment shop, a conference room, and half a dozen rooms available on a B&B plan.
The Air Force took over in 1947, I believe.
Right. But they took care of this old place, didn't they?
When Barracks closed the Air Force Base, they took out all the asbestos, all the lead, put a new roof, 48 new windows went in at that time. So it's just, they did it right.
So where is the pub? Where's the brewery? Where's the beer going to be made?
The beer is going to be made in the basement. We have a pilot system under here and then a main system farther down in the building.
And this is your tasting room?
This is our tasting room here. We'll have a 24-foot long bar. It's going to be one piece of wood and bark exposed. We'll have the stone exposed. Yep. Well, Derek, let's head upstairs. There's a whole nother level. Okay, Derek, up here we're going.
After spending $168,000 plus back taxes and then another roughly $1.2 million in renovations, Terry and his wife are going to convert this place into a first-class microbrewery, an inn, and a nice little conference center. Sounds expensive, but to do things right in a historic building such as this takes time and money. But I understand you've got people that want to be investors.
We do. We have some folks that we've spent years in the military with. They love the idea, especially now that we're doing this in this building.
Yeah.
They want to be part of it.
But still, that's a lot of beer.
That's a lot of beer.
Everything is well underway to the conversion of the old Plattsburgh Barracks into the Valcor Micro Brewery. And the soft opening is in June. And that first pint sliding down the bar, I'm telling you, I hope it's going to be sliding toward me. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Derek Muirden at the old Barracks on the old Air Force Base in Plattsburgh.